We are live.
Raven?
Assemble!
Another thing about it, this will be fun because we kind of assembled. Before you go live.
Devil egg, all right? What the fuck are you interrupting me, you bastard? All right?
Why can we never do this correctly?
Yeah.
It's because just fuck you, devil egg. All right, God.
My bad.
No, but anyway, welcome to Our Haven, people. This is the Nikki Vengeance of the member of Our Haven. Today we've got our crew here. We're missing a few members. 44 and fucking Monkey D sleeping too much, but yeah, we'll get him later. And let's begin with the chapter. One Piece chapter 873, guys. So today we've got Steve-O Game Boy.
Hey.
Devil Leg.
Something.
He's a cunt, but don't worry about him. Laz.
Ohio gozaimashita.
All right. The Captain, DGK.
Mm-hmm. Fuck Nikki, yeah.
And the better captain's not here because
is he the better captain? He's asleep.
Oh my.
And then we've got Morass.
The future
that's
captain.
Disrespectful, man.
Yeah.
Give Morass more love. Come on.
The future captain, because if Luffy's 6 arms are gonna be right, I'm gonna be the future captain. I made a bet with Chris and with Dan. So
yep, you're taking over Dan's spot.
Hey, first of all, there's only one thing that's going to be right. All right, and that's Jinbei and Reiju's going to die, people. Just remember this, man.
And then you're going to be called Jinbei for the rest of your life.
Nope. That's not going to happen because Jinbei's going to die this arc. But anyway, back to topic, guys. So let's just get your first impressions of the chapter. So what do you guys think?
It was perfect, 10 out of 10.
I don't know.
Devil egg. If I had a gun right now, I could shoot it.
Oh shit!
That's why we let the crazy guy talk first. Everyone else has some sense. Anyone
Oh,
else?
come on, you guys call me crazy when I hate on the chapters. When I love the chapters, I'm crazy. Okay.
You can't win, Devil Leg. You're crazy. Like, what do you say?
Oh, yeah, I can like my comments then.
Can I give my number?
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 10.
I was gonna say.
I already said 2 out of 10.
Hey,
Nope.
Excuse me, people. We even hear what you just said. Say that again, Morass.
I give it a 4 out of 10.
Oh wow.
I was gonna say damn, but I think I've got a similar number, so I ain't even gonna hate on that. All right. Shit. So what about you, Captain? What are you thinking?
I think the 4 out of 10 is the same. Like, I feel there's too many ass pulls.
Damn. Even when the captain's giving below a 5. Oh shit, this is serious. Okay, Laz.
Bro, you know this chapter starts with Theory's hating on it.
I mean, if I see Double A throwing a 10 and Chris throwing a 4, it's only fair that I go in the middle, so I'm gonna go 7 out of 10.
Well, thanks for skipping me, you idiot.
That's on Nikki.
Jesus Christ.
Vicky was good.
I mean, like, there were parts that were good in it. It's just, of course, when we go more into detail afterwards, there were a couple things that really drove me nuts in terms of one foreshadowing and one something that really does not, like, it shouldn't just have happened. But we'll get into it after.
Okay, Steve-O, what are you saying?
I gave it like a 7.5.
God damn.
Man, start with that 0.5 garbage. Is it an 8 or a 7?
I gave it a 7.5, man.
Okay.
Oh, that's only for the page cover, right?
Yeah. The cover page saved it for me.
Oh, no, I agree with you there.
The cover page, yeah. I can't wait to talk about that because I got, oh my.
And I'll just say my number is 3.3 because this capsule's dog shit. Oh my days.
That 0.3 though.
Oh my days.
I'm being serious. Like this, it might be the worst chapter in this arc. Like there's been some bad chapters in this arc, but this might be like top 1 to be honest.
And we got a break.
Yeah, we're going break.
We're gonna get a double issue afterwards.
Well, the way it works is that we have a chapter coming out today. Then we have next week we're on break. Then the week after we have 874, and then the week after that we have a break, and then we go back to normal again mid-August.
Wasn't this supposed to be the anniversary chapter?
But didn't it say
pretty much?
But didn't it say like in the next, like in the chapter, like next gonna break, but then we gonna do a double issue?
Yeah, that's what, because they're on holidays in Japan, like the Udon holidays, I think it's called. So like they're gonna be going on break then in Japan, so it'll be like an extra break afterwards. So they'll like combine 2 issues into one, but it's 1 chapter only.
So we're gonna get something like 32 pages or something like that.
Nah. They
what's
said
the
that
most Oda's
before.
done?
It's never like actually more content. It's just that they call it a double issue. I don't know why they call it that, but it's not actually like 2 chapters in one.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be like the standard like 20 pages or 18, however Oda wants to do it. Because this one was like 18 pages, I believe. Yeah, it's 18.
Oh, okay.
No, even less. No, 16.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's gonna be less than 20.
And it was kind of weird today about it. It wasn't even on Manga Stream. It was on Gemini Box or whatever.
Yeah, Manga Stream.
The J-Box.
They're set behind.
Yeah, shout out to the J-Box for staying true, getting us a chapter.
Is it because the translator from Manga Stream is still in jail or something like that?
No,
I heard they lost their source. It's something weird. Yonko Productions put it on Twitter, something about they lost their source or whatever. But
I thought they were just behind on like 2 different mangas that they do. So like it just set behind one piece too.
Okay.
There's I can't remember what it was. I think it was Black Lagoon or something like that. And something. I mean, they did a Twitter post about it.
Yeah.
Anyways, to the chapter. That front page.
To the chapter, guys. Like that cover page down. That cover page. Ooh,
I mean, it's just them looking at a flag. You guys hype up the weirdest nonsense.
Dude,
No, but that's the thing, dude. Like,
what?
I'll put it like this. Because I know Chris wasn't really meant to go into it. But let's put it like this. We've seen territories that belong to Whitebeard. We've seen territories that have belonged to Big Mom. Right? This is the first time in history we've ever seen a territory that actually belongs to Shanks.
Yep.
That has his flag stamped on and everything.
You guys think he was like an emperor for drinking tea and like sipping and partying around?
I mean,
he's the coolest emperor. Like, if you want to be in a pirate crew,
he's the one you
would you be on?
the most.
Like, I'd fuck with Shanks' crew so much. It'd be so fun.
So do you guys think like Ben Beckman's gonna go out there and solo Barto and Gambia?
Yeah, that'd be best.
No, he's meeting with Lucky Roo or like Rockstar.
That would be dope. But I want it to be
Lucky
somebody
Roo didn't
we
see him
never
the cover
seen
page
before.
with Shanks, so he might be meeting him.
I want it to be somebody we never seen before.
And
like
why
another
would
member.
And why would
Be
he
cool
do
to see
it
like an
though?
allied captain.
Yeah, like why would he do it though? Because like Barto's connected to the Straw Hats, so they won't fuck
But,
anyone from the Straw.
I mean, at the moment, they probably don't know what the fuck's going on. Like, I'm sure like they'll get a messenger to Shanks. This is like, yeah, some like pirates are raiding our town, and then he's gonna show up. Someone's gonna show up there, and they're gonna try to have Barto sell him fucking stickers for the Straw Hats. Like, here you go, buddy. Like, want a Straw Hat sticker?
You know what would be hilarious? Magic is like they find like Lucky Roo finds him there. It's like, wait, this guy's selling his items and stuff on my territory. So they got some hood wars.
Yeah.
I like how Lane's like, do you know whose island this is, Sam?
Yo.
She's like, they're like pointing at the flag, like, you're fucked.
Yo, Lucky Roo blitz them, like.
Is that his crew though, or is that like random islanders? I kind of thought it was.
I think those are random islanders.
Yeah, I assume the island as well.
I think it has to be,
Like, obviously, the little kid there is an islander. But I kind of felt like the other people were his crew. Because I thought in the like this is like the like I said, this part wasn't filler, but
that's the equivalent to the goat kid.
The thing is, they're all wearing like the same hat though. Like,
yeah, because remember the whole like when they called their grandma, right? The guy to the left of him is his crew member, and the guy to the back, right? I feel like they all look the same, like they all did the same design. So that's why I thought they were all the crew. Like to me, it's like Barto, I doubt knows who the fuck that is at first. But I'm sure like the girl next to him probably pointed out and said like, yeah, that's kind of Shanks, like the Yonko. But I don't think Barto even cares. He's like, yeah, Straw Hats for life.
Just to ask, does Barto know the connection between Shanks and Luffy?
Nope, I don't think anyone does.
No, I
don't know. No, he doesn't know that. The earliest he knows is up to Logtown.
Oh, okay.
I think it'd be super funny if like Shanks himself would show up and then he'd like be all pissed because he doesn't know what the hell's going on, and then Barto just walks up to him. Here you go. Here's a sticker, buddy. Because Shanks would probably start laughing and have a party.
Yeah,
he tells him all these stories, and like Barto just like goes in a coma from all the hype.
Yeah. I don't think Barto would be
crazy.
I think he'd be laughing. He'd be like, yeah, like here you go, like Straw Hats for life. Like I think Barto's the only guy on this like the Grand Fleet that would like die for this shit, like for the Straw Hat symbol.
Yeah,
okay, can we start please about talking about this fucking idiot chapter, please?
I mean, it sounds like you guys are about to go Super Saiyan on the chapter.
I know, no, we just love the cover page.
I'm just waiting. I'm waiting.
Because the cover page is really cool.
I will go in my rage.
You know, like charging up the Kamehameha.
All right,
That's
all right. Let's help Maras get angry because that won't be hard. So let's do this because this chapter is terrible. Like that.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
We'll let Marat start
it. Let's let Marat start. Yeah, go ahead.
Can I talk in general about everything, or just want to go page by page?
Okay. I think we should go page by page.
Just talk in general, then just go from
what we usually do.
No, the rage would be so much better if page by page.
I like the explosion build. Like, I don't know. I rather see Maras explode.
I like simmers. I like when it simmers, goes boiling, then he just fucking explodes.
No, because then Marat's not gonna hold it in, man. I'd rather him just go off now.
Okay, let me walk to another room so I can yell.
Oh my!
That's what Chatty does. I feel like. Yeah. I don't know when he got quiet when he was yelling. I'm like, what the fuck?
So what the fuck is Oda doing right now? I just want to know, like, what did he do? What did he do with Opera? Like, if he had, like, for example, put Cracker instead of Opera, I would be happy. But where the fuck did Opera win? And out of nothing, Big Mom has Opera in his hand and killed the kid. What the fuck is going on?
You would be happy if it was Cracker?
Yeah, of course.
I mean, Cracker's already dead, so I don't see how Cracker would.
No, Cracker was not dead because Cracker was like somewhere in the nursery room and he was getting treated by some people. So it made more sense for me like that. But why Opera? Opera is gone for a while, and like I'm not thinking, oh hey, Opera, yeah, fuck me, I take your life, so blah blah.
Listen, I'm just glad it wasn't Smoothie. That would have pissed me off.
Yeah,
because he's already done nothing at this point. So for her to get like that kind of treatment, it's like it'd be so stupid.
What Blaze was telling me, bro, he was telling me that everybody who read the spoilers sounded sad when he talked to him. Like, so at first I'm thinking, oh man, somebody died, and then he was like, contemplating dropping the series, and I'm like, whoa.
I was reading this together with Chetty and with Terry at the same time, and we were reading this, and we all three, and I said, if this keeps going on, I will drop maybe One Piece because this is really bullshit what he's doing right now.
Now, Miraz read a completely different set of spoilers. Something about Miss Baching being related to Big Mom and stuff. That chapter was hype. That chapter was hype because Weeble showed up at the end.
That was true. That was hype. But then I read the real. Like, how in the world can Nami have another Viva card and never showed it up, never said about it? I'm like, oh yeah, well here I got another Viva card.
Yeah, it said like she had a piece, like she cut it in half or something. So I guess when they took it, like she did a sneak peek.
That's fucking bullshit. She already could use it so many times when she was doing stuff like that on the chateau and doing all those kind of stuff. It's bullshit. And now there's something like she's on King Bomb, not even talked about King Bomb that should be dead, and now he's stitched up and being fucked by the girl tree and is all alive again. Like, oh hey, what the fuck?
What do you think about Struzan?
Well,
wait. The first question I asked Maras though: is Struzan Mihawk level?
Struzan is shit.
There you go.
Come on, he's even worse than Smoothie. What the fuck? You saved everybody, but you cannot only save your life. What the fuck? And you should somehow be the right hand of Big Mom.
Man, it's ironic. He could save everybody else's life, but not his own.
I could give him some credit.
But still, he got the sword. He can make the sword like the ground into pudding, and he fell on the floor, and he's like all good and stuff. And now he's all fucked up. Fuck that.
What do you think about Parallel reasoning with Big Mom?
Well, I'm not even talking about that one.
It's very ballsy.
It's very ballsy, but I don't like the way that it worked, bro.
It's an ass pull.
It's an ass pull. Like, nobody can talk to Big Mom all the time, and he can just say everything, and Big Mom's is like, oh, really? Okay, well, no, fine. I'll go after this straw hat. It's fine. It's no problem.
I mean, like he said, too, like, if I say it loud enough for her to hear, like, she'll still be able to, like, somewhat understand, but, like, even then,
it's crazy because she talked back. Talk back to the man. Like I think I would have been cool with it if he would just been like, all right, go over there, and she was like, and she just went. But she was like, if you lying, I'm gonna kill your ass. Like
the guy was like too, man. Like he was like a gangster for a second. And it's like, nope.
Yo, they got Panda Man. Said it first.
Was too.
On the page where Big Mom punching the building with the hockey fist, the panel right underneath that, in the midst of all those people, they got Panda Man right in the middle.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Maybe
he has the off-screen "know me" like.
All right, I I'm gonna try and structure this a bit better as well now. Okay, let's go through the chapter page by page. I know you guys don't like doing it usually, but I think it'll be a good idea anyway. So just to check it out. So first, we haven't seen Tamago in a while, and we see this fucking chicken bastard.
Must mean Count Chicken.
Out. Well, whatever, Count Chicken, Tamago, whatever. So, what do you think of the fact that he's freaking out about the Straw Hats? Like he didn't know what's going on.
Well, I mean, he was inside the building the whole time, so I don't think he would know.
He was like drinking tea and like playing video games, and then his tower suddenly started falling over. He's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
I'm still mad that the bomb was that powerful.
It makes sense to me, though, don't you think?
No, look at how big the thing is, bro. Come on now.
But essentially, it's a cake, so it's not supposed to be like super, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Yes, it is.
Hold on, if the Fishman had that powerful weaponry, like that's insane.
It is supposed to be that strong. Not the bomb. I'm talking about the chateau is supposed to be strong because it's made from the devil fruits of Big Mom's children.
That's not a confirmation. That's a theory, though.
I don't think that's a theory. We know that certain aspects of the construct throughout Thailand are made from
the ground, for example, made about cracker biscuits.
We know it's made from Pearl. We know it's made from cracker, at the very least. And we see that both of those guys' devil fruit properties are very strong, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
all right,
not really.
There we go. Not really. What you mean?
No, but I'm talking about like Pearl's candy. Like Sanji broke it.
Yeah, exactly. It's not that strong.
Pearl's candy gotta be strong if it's made to pierce the vent smokes, and regular bullets can't do it.
Well, I mean, we don't know if that's Pearl's candy, if they're just called candy jackets.
I think that's the most fair assumption that we can make out of all this.
I mean, yeah, but it's still an assumption, is what I'm saying.
All right. Well, then what about the fact that he was able to block cannon fire from Big Father? He even managed to restrain him.
That's just
okay. Though. No. I'll take the L. Pretty good point.
No, but I'm saying if you certain points and buildings and stuff, if you blow up a certain point in a building, it would weaken the whole building in general. So I can see the bomb being that effective on this.
Right, Nikki. But at the same time, how is the bomb strong enough to even move the chateau?
That's not the point I'm making.
I can understand it doing damage before it to even make it move, for it to fall over in the first place. It don't make sense to me, bro. But I guess it is what it is. Look at how big the chateau is, Nikki. You realize those little things underneath the chateau? That's the entire city. You realize that, right? That's how big the chateau is, bro.
Okay, it does. It's a bit.
I think you can compare the chateau like it's like 4 times bigger than the chateau of Doflamingo.
Okay. But all I'm saying is, if you place a bomb perfectly on some certain buildings, no matter how big they are, if you weaken them correctly, it can have a massive effect, like what happened to the chateau.
That's fair, but still, what about the bomb? The bomb has to be strong enough to make the chateau move, bro. It still don't make sense.
Well, okay, let's just say this whole arc's been ass pulley, so that's just an ass pull number like 55 or whatever.
I don't even understand why he even used that as an ass pull if he just gonna have the Straw Hats back into danger right after it. It don't make sense. This whole arc has just been. I don't understand, bro.
Let's go to the next page then, and let's talk about it more. And we finally see Compa. Like, I haven't. Where has she been?
Let's talk about Katakuri hyping up Lucy.
That's also so stupid. We already saw Compa. Come on, and we have to introduce her again.
I wish he would tell us what her devil fruit ability is.
Yeah, it's true. Because wait, have you guys heard the theory that she even have a devil fruit? Like, people keep saying she just like collects the devil fruit.
Grim said that earlier, and I heard other people say that before.
I remember Theory was saying she has the fruit.
Yeah, I still believe that.
That's a stupid sounding name.
The fruit. What you mean?
Oh my god! Like, I don't know, because it's weird to me that they keep like. I don't even know what's gonna happen in this chapter. It's just I don't know. Just someone else talk. This chapter is just fucking weird, man. I don't even know what to say about this shit.
So Chris and Elaz, what do you guys think of Katakuri hyping up Luffy?
I mean, like, I liked the way like things are kind of being said with Katakuri, because it's like right now, like Luffy isn't as strong to be able to combat with Big Mom, but he realizes the potential threat that like he's going to be. It's like if I don't kill this kid now, eventually down the line, he's going to be in existence. It's going to be trouble for Big Mom. So like, he realized like you're there, like yeah, you have to get rid of him from his point of view. But like for me, it's like I'd rather see him fight Luffy at least. Like even though Luffy's not going to win, but I want to see a natural fight between the two, so he can understand like shit. Like I have to, like look how strong the difference is between myself compared to someone who's like the right hand to a Yonko. You know.
I don't think we need more enemies flexing on the Straw Hat moment. So I don't agree with that. But I mean, this is like Katakuri, but is Katakuri like one of the few people who isn't underestimating Luffy? He's like, we have to kill this guy right now.
I feel like everyone in every arc though says like they don't underestimate them. Like Dofi did that. Fucking whatchamacallit, Big Mom was doing that at the beginning of the arc, like in the Seduce words, like, oh yeah, I sent Cracker along with Brule just to make sure. But like, okay, if you would be okay, the first time I underestimated them, I got fucked over, right? You'd be like, okay, fuck that, like we're sending everyone. Like, so you think Cracker would be like, okay, like Cracker and Brule couldn't do it, so Smoothie, you're coming with me, and like Brule, you're coming too. Because like, what do they really need Smoothie for at this exact moment?
Smoothie is useless.
I know, but like, what else is she gonna do? Like, she
I reckon she takes down the tank pirates. Like, someone's got to do it.
I mean, yeah.
Do y'all think the Katakuri was looking into the future when he said that?
I mean, I think this is perception, probably.
He can only look like a couple seconds. So unless like Luffy's about to one-shot Big Mom, I don't see.
No, but think about it. Think about it though, because like it's a few things that happen in the past few moments where you would think that he would use his future sight to try and do his best to prevent it from happening, but somehow it seemed as if he was caught off guard. So what if the future sight works like the more that he concentrates, the further he can see.
Oh yeah, that makes sense. That would make sense actually.
I mean, so assuming that's the case, right? What specifically do you think that he would see that would be okay, shit, like that's bad? Because realistically, what he did so far, I feel like there's almost nothing besides directly taking her down that he could do to fuck her over more. Like her chateau is pretty much fucked. Her islands are like screwed up. She's vulnerable to an outside attack. She lost Jinbei. She probably is gonna lose Pudding. She lost a bunch of allies. No, I know. I'm just saying, like, what do you guys think that like would be a thing that would basically make him say, like, okay, yeah, like after everything that's happened, like some new development that would make him be like, okay, like fuck, we have to kill him right now. Like, the only thing I can directly see would be him taking her down, which would be the dumbest shit I could ever see in this arc. And yeah,
no, the dumbest thing that happened in this arc is Sanji baked Big Mom a cake and they're friends.
The only reason I would say against says when we first saw Big Mom, like, and originally like we knew that he was going to go to her island. That's how I kind of thought like it was going to go down, because I was still on the boat that I wanted like Kaido versus Big Mom. So I was like, okay, like the only way I could see Big Mom really wanting to team up with the Straw Hats would be like if Sanji directly baked her a cake. But the two things that like I think it was Chatty that pointed out was at the beginning of the arc when they're on the boat and Sanji directly makes a huge quote at the start of like the series or the arc where he's like, yeah, like I'll never use these hands to cook for anyone outside my friends, especially not for people who betray their friends. Basically, like,
if they make the cake, I don't see Big Mom being like, okay, cool.
Yeah, but like you get what I'm saying, like Sanji, like if Sanji does start cooking her a cake, like he goes against everything he just said, like that. His whole big like.
The strongest words don't really mean anything anymore.
Actually, not. But because
remember that one chapter where Jinbei called Big Mama mere Yonko or some bullshit. They don't listen to the Straw Hats.
But actually not, because Big Mom is doing nothing strange. Like,
what do you mean?
She's still being good for the kids and stuff like that.
She killed Opera. She killed Moscato.
Yeah, that's a bad parent.
Yes and no.
I mean, I think any parent that kills their kid is a scum.
Like Luffy's whole thing is, if you kill anyone on your crew or anyone that's allied with you, he hates you. Like, end of story.
Yeah, and for him to ally with that, it's like stupid from his character.
Like remember when Usopp got up on the fucking transponder table in front of all like the little goat people in Caesar's Island, right? And Punk Hazard, and then he like made the big speech, but like the person that Luffy hates the most is that kind of person. The time of Caesar, because he went and like started like poisoning like all the people with the smile or slimy. Sorry.
Well, what I think is if he's gonna make the cake for Big Mom, it's gonna be because of pudding, and I think that we saw like the reference from his mom being sick in the past. It's like hinting to that, like pudding has got the same feelings about his mom being sick, and she needs help, and the best way to do that is to make some food, and what he did with his mom. So that's why he's gonna help probably pudding making that.
I get it, but like,
there you go.
I'll just say it's still just stupid because like he said that he wasn't gonna do it. I mean, it is. You could argue though at the same time, like remember when Luffy said that he was gonna fight Big Mom to Robin, and then he fought Big Mom. I mean,
I don't know. I guess he just did one punch, but I mean, the problem with that is the pudding wants revenge on Sanji, so I'm not sure if she just let him help.
But I'm not. Actually, I don't think that's true. I think she wants to get away. This is her excuse for helping out, like doing those kind of stuff. That's what I think.
Bro, you know how bad it would be if they like they trusted her and then she just left without making the cake.
That would be funny.
Like damn,
she's dying like right away. Like
she's like, yeah, go get
Chiffon. Big Mom. Like I'll go get Chiffon. Then she never comes back.
Yeah, she gets on Chiffon's boat and says, "Fuck this, we're out."
Yeah.
But the thing that's worse than that is like I already hate the pudding storyline anyway because it's like can't any of these people just be evil and have a sad back?
Yeah, I told you, Nikki. You remember when I told you? No, you'll see.
Yeah, she is.
She's gonna threaten Capone's son.
No, she is, but there's like justification.
Is she though? Now. Is she really? Look at that! Look at that face in this chapter where she's like, "Oh my god, like Sanji called me cute, like ha ha ha, like we're gonna go." Like,
and then she changed friends. It to like, I'm gonna kill Sanji.
I mean, but does she really think that she's the best actress, Nikki? Come on.
But even then, though, if they're gonna make the cake, it's impossible to make the cake like it. At least, like, what is it? One day is Chocolate Town.
Well, I think they're gonna use somehow. Well, which doesn't make sense because Brule's going with cat curry. But I was gonna say that's the only person I could think it would be. But like, I would laugh if either one or two things happen, which is either Sanji's like, yeah, like I mysteriously have those exact ingredients on my ship, like let me go get them, or like, yeah, let me like cook it out of nowhere. Because they said mythical ingredients, as in like you can't get these anywhere else except those islands.
Wait, mythical ingredients? What about the mythical evil army? They probably have mythical ingredients.
That's true. Maybe that's why they're gonna go invade them. I mean, hey.
But then someone made a good point in the Discord as well. Like basically, they would have extra ingredients left, right, from making the cake. So it's possible. It
sounds like they don't have any though, because they have to go get them. They specifically said like we don't have any left.
Maybe they gave the extra as a pudding because they didn't think they would need it.
Yeah.
And that's why she has it.
But it don't make sense. If they gave them the pudding, why are they saying they don't have them?
That's what I'm saying. Like they would know. Like, oh yeah, pudding. Don't you like have some extras? And pudding like, yeah. But they're like, no, we don't have any. Like,
well, maybe they weren't all overseeing the construction of the cake. Maybe it was only like a couple chefs and stuff, and they knew.
Yeah, exactly. So we like, for example, Struce.
But I don't think anyone would think like that. So you guys are right.
No, it makes sense because it's like Struce.
Well, pudding just says she got the extra ingredients.
No, she does.
No, she says she has some. She has the extra ones or some ingredients.
Listen. Like I don't see how Sanji's just gonna pop off and make a cake with Big Mom's right in front of him, like super angry.
Because look, Jinbei's gonna die. That's why. God, people like still.
All right, Jinbei dying doesn't stop Big Mom from just going over to the left and wherever the Straw Hats are, and then continuing to fuck them up.
Jinbei gives himself a good heroic 2 minutes. That gives enough time for the.
They're gonna get the cake together in 2 minutes.
And then wait, Nami's gonna control one of Zeus, and they're gonna fly all the way to the edge of Hotland.
I'm still slightly hoping that the Band-Aid on Prometheus ends up like becoming a thing. Like Brooke planned out this far ahead.
I think that's what I told a lot of times already. Like the cut that he did is still have to like come in place. Yeah,
if he made it go supernova.
But by the way, what do you guys think about Peckham's being like? Because this is a lot of ass.
Was Peckham's in this chapter?
Yeah, who got him out of there? Honestly, I need to know that.
Did he do anything relevant?
No, not really.
It was just like,
okay.
Hey. You're just like, what
he didn't block a rocket shot. At least not yet. But
the rocket's already got fired.
Watch the big like the secret ingredient is turtle stew. Like Peckham's. Take one for the team, Peckham's.
No, it's because this chapter is so weird. Because all the characters that seem to be like, you just think that just disappeared, have all just reappeared from one like opera out of nowhere. Peckham was like, "Hey, I'm back, guys."
They should have been. They should have been like. It should have been like
that carpet.
The fucking rabbit, or whatever the fuck it's called. They should have just. I don't even know, but fucking, they should have randomly had Bobbins show up.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
just get everyone.
Well.
Might as well have everyone come in the same chapter. Like, yeah, I'm the best chiffon cake maker too.
So we can confirm now that as well that what is this? The egg guy? Fuck.
Tamago.
Tamago is just has to stay in his form as long as he don't get broken by or get. It's like the eggshell don't break. Because I thought it was like a temporary form or something like that, but he's still in the form.
Too, but like, I mean, we know eventually he goes back to it because, like, obviously, whatchamacallit, Pedro saw him in it at one point in time, so it's not permanent. It's probably just something where like he chooses when to like go back. I guess I don't know.
Hey, what would you guys say if Pedro and Tamago never fought again?
I'd laugh.
I wouldn't care, to be honest.
I just want to get out of this island.
Yeah.
Like, I just hope like Zeus like break like just disappears and she falls in the ocean, dies, and then they get on the boat and leave. I mean, after this chapter, I would take it and be like, well, what a good job. Like, we're gone.
Like, and by the way, you guys, with the ending, you think that Pound will show up?
Maybe.
I want it so badly.
I think Pound will save the Straw Hats.
I mean, I don't see what he can do.
He jumps in the way.
Yeah, because I think he's gonna die.
I was actually saying, like, he's the only one. If they actually have to hold out for X amount of like time, I feel like I would love to see him in his apple juice form, and just holding her off, just to see what the fan base would say.
Now, Big Mom's probably scared of her.
Scared of him.
It'll be so
weird, because there's some reason that they put him in the seducing woods.
Nah, Cracker's about to murk his ass. He's not strong.
I mean, he does want to see Chiffon, so maybe she'll randomly be with him. I don't know.
I don't know.
Fucking knows.
Maybe Pudding and Chiffon meet up with Pound and then they dip.
Yeah, maybe.
And what do you guys think about now? Like, now that the Big Mom pirates are all up to speed of everything that's going on, except for we blew up the chateau.
The only thing I'm confused is like they sent people after all the people, right? After all the people they were chasing, but all the strong people were in the middle of the city. Like, they sent fodder after all the dudes. Come on, that's not gonna work.
No, but some of the minutes are unfollowed.
Like they got Daifuku, Oven, Mondor, Katakuri, Smoothie, Brule, and Peril Sparrow and Compote are all in the center of the city.
Yeah, but I think Katakuri's gonna go after the Straw Hats, definitely. But I don't know about everyone else.
Alright, I guess they were just having a short meeting.
Yeah, I should like catch up and stuff. Because I don't know, this chapter is just like, this is the worst chapter I've seen.
I don't know, bro. They got Worm Dog's brother, and they got Jack Skellington.
She's dog leaking the charge. Yeah. Oh, dude, I was dying when I saw those two people, especially Jack Skellington, bro. Pumpkin OP.
I mean, those guys are good, but they're not beating.
I don't know, man. You see how they're riding that fucking horse chair? Like, I don't know. I think that requires hockey.
It is one of the king chess pieces too. He about to put in work, man.
Yeah. Nami has the Viva card though.
Yeah, the one.
But they didn't know that.
They want to come close because Nami only have to show the Viva card and they're already fucked again.
Well, Big Mom is there though, so I don't think the Viva card will work.
It should be.
I mean, didn't they say? Because Nami's like, "Who you more scared of, Big Mom or me?" And they said Nami. So I don't know.
Oh no. I think they said it because Big Mom.
They said, I don't know, still they did say that.
I know they said it, but I think they said it because Big Mom wasn't actually there.
Well, I don't think they will come close because in the ending you see like they say, "Yo, what's that there in the sky?" And then you hear like wedding cake, and you see them all like, "Oh shit!" So I think they're already been scared for Big Mom. So I don't think they're gonna do.
Life or tree. What the fuck's gonna happen now? Because I reckon most of them are shitting themselves. So.
Listen, no one on the Pirate King's crew can show fear in front of Amir Yonko.
Yeah, I think the only ones who would be scared would be Nami and maybe Carrot.
The only thing that I was,
the only thing all of them are just gonna be standing up to Big Mom next chapter. There's gonna be an epic panel right before she bitch slaps them with Prometheus.
The only thing that I was hyped for was like actually seeing Napoleon, like in his form, in Big Mom's hand.
Oh yeah, Big Mom's probably gonna die again.
And she got the bandana on their head, like.
Yeah. All I know is Mihawk over Big Mom because Big Mom uses a sword, right, Steve?
Yeah, but
that might be confirmation. Yeah.
Wait. What did you say?
Which is Big Mom using a sword, therefore Mihawk over Big Mom.
Oh no.
See what you said. Yeah, you guys heard that right.
I'm pretty sure you guys also heard me not being sure what he said, right?
Yeah.
No. Did you answer me say no?
Okay, all right. Just making sure.
But like
the design for Napoleon in the sword form looks different though.
Yeah, I mean,
you think so?
Does that mean she have like the ability to change how it looks?
I don't even understand how he's a sword and a hat. So don't ask me.
It's a transformer head.
Maybe she has a giant hole in her head, and the sword goes inside.
You will hear probably the sound like when they see the anime chips or something like that.
That was perfect.
Like a transformer or what?
Yeah.
Autobots, move out.
So, what do you guys think is going to happen then? Once she fucking cuts King Bomb right in half at the next chapter, like how do you think they're gonna have to fight her?
I feel like what's going to happen is they're going to deflect a couple of her attacks, but they're going to try to keep running. And Nami's going to try to use the homies, but Big Mom, she's the person who made the thing, so it's not going to work.
Like, I wish. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say, I think they're going to steal Zeus away from her somehow. Zeus. And then they're going to at least, I think, fucking Apple Addict, him and Jinbei are going to sacrifice themselves together.
Oh my god.
To stop it, yeah.
Apple Addict? Who is that?
Pound.
This guy can't. Come on, Pound.
Okay.
Yeah, I know. I actually forgot. I blanked for a second. Like, kind of.
I don't know what to say, Nikki.
Like, 1 second. I'm sorry. This fucking chat is so bad.
It's a good make it speed.
I love fucking King Bomb's reaction to Nami. Like Nami's like all sad or happy, and King Bomb's like, "Fuck this." He's like, "I was just trying to get laid." Spread that seed.
Another thing was, I don't know if you mentioned already. What the fuck's up with King Bomb? Like you should be dead.
You mean how he's alive?
Hey, it's best not to question it because whatever.
No, but it's stupid.
He's about to die in the next couple pages.
How long till we saw him laying on the ground? Luffy was even hiding in him, and now we can say like, oh, he was all the time unconscious and doing nothing.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. That tree girl.
Especially like if we hadn't seen this before, I'd be like, okay, but Capone cut the door in half and it died, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah. And I think like first Cracker cut off his head and then Amande cut him in two pieces, so
that boy's a tank.
Yes, he's got the strongest armor in hockey.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. King Bomb is OP. New hype. King Bomb.
Mm-hmm. Confirm.
Bro, did Luffy punch Sanji into King Bomb?
Wait, what?
Yeah, as well.
Yeah, he did. It's true.
And that's facts. Another question to ask as well is like, what do you think? What is Puddin's gooey thing? Do we still think it's part of Capone? Or...
I think it's Capone's thing.
I don't think it's anyone's in specific.
I still do.
I mean, it's too similar.
Yeah, exactly. It's got like too many characteristics. But what do you guys think? Do you think it's part of his soul or just part of his ability? I'm not sure.
I mean, it could be a part of his soul though, as a deal for like working with Big Mom and stuff. It's like, well, it's almost like kind of like with Caesar and Law. It's like, I need your heart, whatever, to work with me. So like they do the same thing. Like I need a piece of your soul.
Sell your soul.
I don't think that's what it is. I just think it's just wearing a fedora.
And it has a cigar. And
it
has the same laugh as him.
Does it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, it does. There's too many similarities for it to not to be like connected to Capone.
I'm hoping it comes into place somewhere.
Well, probably she can be connected with Nitro and then
you guys know that carpet
to get in contact with your phone.
Yeah.
The flying carpet. I remember like when a stream we did like super long ago. I said that it was my least favorite character of this arc. It still is. It looks stupid as hell.
It looks pretty creepy, actually. To be honest, like it's really weird.
So can we say Big Mom's more OP now that she's got a fucking flying Nimbus?
No, I was expecting that.
Yeah,
I was expecting it too, but now it's confirmed.
I did not expect that, to be honest.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, like, if you think about how big she is and the fact that, like, it can grow in size and how fast it must be to, like, have caught up with how heavy she is, I mean, stronger than Kaido, I guess.
You know what this development really makes me think? Why didn't she just do this last chapter?
She did.
You're questioning Oda too much. Stop it.
But by the way, Sibo, we ever talked about like a couple of streams before, like did Big Mom ever left her island? Well, I think she left her island by sitting on Zeus.
I think she definitely left the island before, bro.
Of course,
yeah, but I think she did it, but with Zeus.
I think that conversation was with, I want to say it was with Nikki and Chad. I think it's when you were talking to people. I don't think Steve was there.
I know most of the time when I ever had that conversation, it was with Chatty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know Chatty, definitely.
Yeah, he was really adamant about her not leaving the island. Until it was basically revealed in their flashback.
So assuming that we get her fucking sedated with a new cake some way, somehow, like, I don't know, like, what do you think's gonna happen then? Like, do you think they're gonna become best friends?
But it's not gonna happen. But because if you think about this, Chris, the thing is, they think that Chiffon is with the Straw Hats, while Capone is on the other side of the island, and Luffy's here on the other side as well. So they can never reach Chiffon in time.
But I mean, as stupid as this is gonna sound, that one sign that Capone put up might maybe like be a thing. Like, whenever the Straw Hats are this way.
Yeah, that would be so stupid. There's going to be another ass pull. Really, is that's going to happen? Oh wow.
I mean, I wouldn't call that ass pull because it was there already. I'd accept that more than I would everything else this chapter. Maybe it's dumb. Don't get me wrong, but it would make sense.
But it's just like there's no way Big Mom should be ally with the Straw Hats in any way. There's no way. Like, logically, after everything that just happened.
Like, the only thing I could see Oda doing would be, like, throwing in the flashback of when Tamago specifically tells Sanji, like, if you're a good enough cook, you know, she'll respect you and reward you. And so maybe, if this is literally the best cake she's ever had in her life, because that's what they were saying, maybe, some way, somehow, they'll be best friends. Like, I'm not going to be too surprised if it happens. I don't want it. I don't want it to happen, but
this is not going to go down, Chris. First, they're gonna be like, "Yo, this is the best cake I ever had with friends." Then Blue Eyes gonna be like, "Oh yeah, you know they stole your opponent list." And like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, exactly. No, but the thing that makes it worse is like, even if that happens, right? It just like I can't even drop the. I want to drop the arc, but it's like the arc's almost finishing, and I just hope the referee is so much better. Like if I knew. Actually, to be honest, I think if everybody knew the arc would turn out like this, they would have skipped this arc really.
No, you're crazy. No one skips anything.
Serious.
Oh,
yeah.
you know, you're not.
I mean, I was thinking about it way back in the handcuff thing.
No, you didn't. You never dropped a devil. Come on.
No, I was gonna like skip over like when I referee started. I was gonna just start reading from that chapter.
I feel like doing that, to be honest. Like, but I'm too hooked. It's like
it's too late now.
Yeah. It's like Fairy Tail. I hate it, but I have to read it.
In too deep.
But no, like I just think, like, I don't know. I didn't like the chapter. Like, it's one of the few chapters I could say like I legitimately think it's stupid, but it's still One Piece, and it's like fuck it, like power through it. But like that's the thing, like until recent, like I don't know. I feel like we've really never had that like kind of a chapter at least in a long, long time of like a chapter where you're like, you know, like actually fuck this chapter kind of a thing. Yeah. Because that's how I felt about this one, and like it does, like I know people were talking like Chatty specifically with them, but like how the reason he reads only One Piece is solely because like we don't get chapters like these, and everything makes sense, and everything's foreshadowed correctly, and there's no actual like plot, like, you know, holes or random garbage shit like that. So I don't know how you guys feel about like the way that like it seems like Shonen Jump is almost pushing Oda to like just wrap this shit up and get it done with. But if that was the case, I almost feel like they would have like been a better route to have just ended the arc with the tower falling and them getting away.
Yeah, but why though? Why though? You know, One Piece is one of the biggest mangas in the world.
No, yeah, I agree. Like, it shouldn't happen. I'm just saying, like, I personally feel like, like, you know, just in general, like, Shonen Jump wants to make sure that Oda doesn't die on the job, basically. That's how I see it.
I know.
Like, they're just trying to push forward to, like, get it done with and, like, resolve the arc.
Be honest with you, Chris, I don't even think that Oda wrote this chapter. No, I'm being serious right now. I think somebody else did because it's too much different stuff that Oda's not normally writing this kind of way.
I can somewhat like I could see Oda giving them a small because for instance, right, like those notebooks he has about each arc and shit like that. Like I'm sure there's like key like plot like devices set up in each of the pages saying like in this like arc this and this and this have to happen no matter what. But like develop it as you see fit because obviously if he dies, he says that he has it set up perfectly so that like someone could fill in his position. So I could see that being a possibility. Then the fact that he's taking a break, you'd never know.
You know what was wrong with this chapter?
Or everything?
No. They spent like a page and a half, like making this cake thing a plot point when nobody cares about the cake.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I said, it's like
viewers are gonna be happy that their prediction is right, but nobody's gonna be happy because it's like an exciting thing.
Like I have still faith that two things may happen. After speaking to I'll shout out Lucid for this. I think now talking to Lucid about it, I think Sanji might fight Katakuri.
Oh god.
And why would he do that if he's baking the cake?
No, because he's not gonna be baking a cake. I honestly think that's not gonna happen.
Why would he bake a cake though?
I don't know.
There is no reason for Sanji to bake a cake, but there is a reason for him to fight
This entire arc, I've been saying something would be stupid. Then the next chapter, it happens. I remember like people were like saying Pudding attacked Reiju. I'm like, that would be the stupidest shit.
I said that. The next chapter, said that happened. It happened.
And then the next chapter, it was like, yo.
But that's because we all thought the Vince Knox would be sick, and then they turned out to be dog shit. So like.
That's not sick. That's true.
They're not dog shit. They're just only okay.
What? Yeah. Come on, no, sorry, no.
They were holding off the Big Mom Pirate 70-4.
I'll give them that. That's true.
What?
No, it's not. Like it's not true at all.
It was like an entire chapter of them holding off the Big Mom Pirates. What are you guys on? This is in the manga.
They just transformed for like a minute, and then basically did it just blindsided.
No, I'm not talking about when Ichi pieced up Peril Sparrow. I'm talking about after that when they left the castle and they were defending Caesar.
Against the scrubs?
I mean, hey, it means something.
They're scrubs.
Are they though? They're a part of Yonko's crew.
If Nami's taken them out with ease, and now
Nami wasn't taking any of them out. Nami never took any of them out.
She took out similar people of similar ilk or whatever.
She took out Brule and that's it.
Yeah, Brule's at least.
They weren't holding them off 70-4. I don't even know why you're arguing this, Nikki.
Steepo.
It's just good point, Steepo.
What they were like outnumbered by like 70 people.
I'm not gonna humor your nonsense anymore, Devalek. I was just talking.
Vince smoked snail boats, man. They were doing their job.
70 people.
Oh please!
Not all at once, but there were 70 people on the roof that they had to get past.
To change the topic, but to stick on this Vince Song still, what do you think is going to happen with the fact that do you think they're going to get an army to chase the Vince Smokes as well? Because the clones, I swear the clones got to do something this arc, like at least something.
I mean, then they say they're invading.
They already said they got somebody to invade Germa.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm pretty sure that the Germa is going to fight them and hold them off or whatever the fuck they're going to do. I don't know.
Well, whoever they're saying probably isn't enough.
And that's when Rage is gonna die, people. That's when Rage
is gonna
die.
God damn.
You think that Andy is gonna kill Reiju? Come on, fam.
Reiju sucks, man. I'm sorry.
Wait, no. I just thought about it, bro. They could have sent Gillette in a Monday.
Hey.
And then
okay, sure.
Swept.
Exactly.
I'm here. I'm gonna post the hangout links in the chat.
What about Maru? What about Maru? We never seen him do anything. What about him?
Oh, Maru, you gonna bring down a meteor on the Vinsmoke snail boat?
Yes, bro. Yes. And then they got an old boy who had his little kids with him. You know, the dude with the bowler hat. They had the kids with him in the meeting room. Yeah, man.
Guys, our number one fan and loyal follower, Grim, is in the chat. He wants us to let him know. He wants to give a shout out.
I want to know, what do you guys think about Pudding's logic? He was like, yo, Sanji's the only guy that's ever been nice to me. I want my revenge.
I like it. Look, as long as I don't like her. Wait, no, I like it in this way. If she doesn't turn out to be a good person, she turns into a good person. This arc, I already hate this arc, but it'll just be like, I can't ever reread it. I'll just be like,
listen, I don't have a problem with her being good or bad. I just have a problem with that logic. It's like it doesn't make any sense.
I felt like
she's crazy. She's crazy.
I felt like it was more so.
That's not an excuse. Sorry, what'd you say?
Oh no, I was gonna say I felt like it was more so like the fact that they were all like hyped up, like, oh my god, evil Pudding Sama's here. I felt like that was like the key for us to know that like she's acting at that moment being evil. That's how I saw it, at least.
I mean, I always thought she was still evil.
Like, I think she's gonna go meet up with Sanji and be all like fanboying over him. That's honestly how I see this going.
Oh, that's so disgusting.
That would be funny. Like, Nikki, come on. Why? It's like it doesn't make sense why girls don't like Sanji. He's like perfect. Come on.
No, that's not the point I'm making. It's just like this. Every female character that Sanji interact with have to like somehow not be evil. Like every time. Oh,
what about Califa?
Gonna be good.
What about Califa and like Monet and
Well, he didn't really interact with Monet, to be honest. And Khalifa.
I mean, he was in front of her, and he was like, "Yo, she's hot," and then.
Yeah, but she works for the world government. I mean, like a character that he has.
Monet works for the world government.
And he didn't convert Viola. Viola was always, doing her own thing.
That's nothing. I have nothing wrong with those other women and like other characters involved. It's just that.
Or how come we don't have a problem with Gin?
With who?
Gin.
I have no problem with those characters or just those characters in general. But the point I'm trying to make is they can't all have sad backstories. Every single fucking person. It's like, god damn.
They don't. It's like they only happened twice. This is only the second time this has happened.
What? It's been more than that, actually.
Merge.
All right. Okay, Gin. He fucking converted Gin somehow. They've converted fucking what's his face, Bon-chan. Like they just converted loads of.
No, he didn't. He was converted before he even met Sanji. They became friends before that.
He was still a dick, but then he's like, "Oh, I like the Straw Hats now," and it's like, "What the fuck?"
No, he liked the Straw Hats before. It's just they turned out to be his enemy, so he squared up. And then afterward, he was like, "You know what?"
That's actually how it happened, bro.
Well, I'm just saying, man, it's just getting annoying. Oda can't keep repeating the same fucking plot points.
He's not repeating the same thing, bro. He just gave you a legit example where it was basically the opposite. Like he met a dude that he was friends with him, and then turns out they enemies. So they got to do what they got to do.
And then afterwards, he was like, after that, where Mr. Two needed them to get out of to get away from the Marines, but I mean, he sacrificed himself at the end.
Exactly. Like I'm not saying there's no way to justify. I'm just saying every character have to have those traits.
It's not every character though. That's what I'm saying.
It is basically every character. Like, come on.
I mean, you have to agree though. Like the whole like Mihawk speech about like Luffy's greatest weapon is solely his ability to do that, to like convert people and make them his friend.
That's okay. That's fine to an extent, but it's like I just don't like the fact that they have she works for Yonko and has a sad backstory, and they're still like whatever. It's like it's too much.
Yay, Chetty!
Give your piece, Chetty. I want to hear it.
How's it going?
This is Chetty's favorite chapter.
Chetty, can you please tell me what you thought about this chapter?
It was horrific. The worst thing I've ever seen that has to do with One Piece.
Yo, Chetty sounds like his cat just died, fam. Was it that bad?
Oh yeah,
like your cat just died.
You could put like the story's 20 years old. Probably like 15 arcs, 16 arcs. You can put them all together, every single one, all the chapters in them. All of them combined don't have as many retcons as this one chapter. As this one.
You already been drained. You already been drained.
I'm not exaggerating. Like that's for real. That's how bad this fucking chapter is. Like he's never written like this before. So it's like what the fuck? I don't know. Shit. It's terrible.
So confirmed that Oda never wrote the chapter.
It's just somebody, like I said, I hate fiction. Someone just go, oh, I can make up anything I want. Here you go. That's all right. There you go. Oh, okay. Pull that out. Oh, there you go. Oh, I have 2 reading cards. Here you go. Oh,
sorry to interrupt, Chatty, but I've got a list of characters that have had the same thing.
Do you see, or do you, Nikki?
You got a list of characters.
Look, like they have the same thing that they have the same kind of I'm evil, but then I'm turning out good kind of thing, and some of them turn out to be Straw Hats. So Nami, Robin, fucking like that's Gin, fucking Viola. Like there's too many people. There's too much of that stuff.
Why was it such a big deal about that thing falling down when she could have just gotten on a cloud and been fine?
Yeah, that's good, bro.
Yeah, that's a good point. I agree with that.
Wait, what did you say? Closet and what?
Why didn't she get on Zeus when the tower is falling instead of just falling to her death and then getting caught by Zeus? She got caught by Zeus.
Zeus caught her, but she didn't fly away on Zeus.
Like as soon as it was falling, she'd be like, "Zeus, come here!" Jumped on it and just flew away and chased Strats if she really wanted to.
All of a sudden, PA goes super evil mode, and now she's got like a mode where she goes into evil mode apparently.
Exactly.
Apparently, she's been in control this whole time because said she's gonna give the fat bitch a treat if she kills the people for her. So I mean, that is just
makes sense to me.
Magic.
You know what? Honestly, I didn't like the chapter either. I just wanted to be. People were calling me names because I didn't like One Piece chapter. So I was trying to be the devil, like the advocate.
Idiots that like it because they're stupid.
I'll even say I'll say it live, devil. Like I apologize. You were right about this arc. It was terrible. There you go.
Oh yeah, and Opera, the guy that was terrified for his life, that should have been long gone by now, is like in front of her. The beginning of the chapter, he's in front of her in her hand. I
feel like that was so useless, bro. There was no reason for Opera to be in this chapter.
Pretty fucking pointless.
No reason at all.
Like, why wasn't Bob in there too? You know what I mean? That would at least made it make sense.
That's exactly.
Because he's got to cook the cake, man, or bake the cake.
Wow, like, somebody showed up.
Why did we go through 19 chapters of them getting away from Big Mom's party for her to fly on a fucking cloud?
Dan,
and then to top it all off, the year of Sanji's the wonderful thing. Everyone thought he was gonna fight. Oh yeah, they thought he was gonna fight. No.
Hey, I believe in Sanji. He's gonna fight Katakuri. He's gonna fight Katakuri. He's gonna fight.
Oh yeah, with his taste, he's gonna fight Katakuri's taste buds.
He's gonna fight Katakuri's taste buds.
He's gonna kick him in his grill, man.
Yo, what up, Dan? You were so tired of reading this chapter that you were so late?
No. I'm here.
What do you think of the chapter, Dan?
Dude, I didn't really like it.
Oh my gosh, so it's not just... Okay, so the chapter's actually
people that actually like care about the continuity of the story, they should not like it. Like, if you care about the stuff tying up and making sense, you shouldn't care. Like, you should be like, what the fuck is going on?
That's exactly. Like, the only thing I liked about this chapter...
never written a story this way, ever.
The only thing I found redeeming was Big Mom on the cloud.
Is that Dustin? Yeah, what's up, Dustin?
Vin Smoke Snail Boats. These guys were disrespecting the Vin Smokes. They were holding off the Charlotte 70-4.
I mean, I don't know why they disrespect this. I can't get loud right now because I'm out in public. So I'm just gonna say Vin Smoke Snail Boats and call it a day.
No, man, come on, that's not the right way. You know that.
I can't do it, man. I'm in a very quiet place. You know, I can't really be showing out.
Scream.
Just do it for us. Come on.
I can't do it, bro.
But I want to talk about characters that are good and evil. Like, One Piece doesn't really have a morality thing. It's like, if the situation changes, like the sides people are on will change. So it's not like good and evil, I don't think. Like Crocodile, he wasn't like a good guy during Impel Down. He just his interest happens to lie with Luffy's, with escaping Impel Down.
The friend of my friend is my enemy.
So I don't think it's like Luffy's converting all these people to good or something. It's just the situation changed up.
Yeah, like Dofi, he's never gonna convert Dofi or any of his people to good. Dude. So
yeah, like Caesar and Luffy working together this arc, but they still don't like him.
But Caesar might low-key join the Straw Hats, though.
He's not fucking joining the Straw Hats. Stop.
Yeah, he is.
You can't be mad at Pudding, but then give Caesar a pass.
Durson, can you tell us what you think about the chapter, Durson?
Yes, I can.
What I think about the chapter? It was kind of lackluster. It had a whole bunch of plot points that really didn't make a lot of sense.
Well, explain for us.
Oh, I totally forgot the best part. They could just lie to the bitch the whole time when she's going crazy, and nobody would have ever been hurt in the first place. But they forgot, I guess.
All right. Well, first though, let's talk about Streusen. How's Streusen gonna save everybody but himself?
You know how that works now?
Yeah, bro. That was
you have
so
a devil
stupid.
fruit, it works for everybody else but you.
Bring that up, bro. That's probably the worst part of the chapter. That's probably the worst part.
He's a real MVP.
He's doing a major switch with the devil fruits. Now they're starting to work for everybody else but the person that uses it.
And a second thing is, like, where did Opera come from?
Dude, yeah, like what the fuck?
Like he came out of nowhere and got wrecked.
Like I said earlier, bro, I'm not even sure how to feel about that one because it's not like it was an ass pull or anything. It's just like it was pointless.
Yeah, it was pointless. That's all.
Yeah, like, why was he in there?
And it could have been some Indian fodder guy, but I mean that wouldn't have the same impact. And like, no, that's Brother Opera.
And another thing is, if Big Mom's supposed to be like in her rage, how does she understand what Perispera is telling her? Like it was so hyped up that she don't really have like that consciousness when she's in a rage, you know?
Dude, she's always understood what's going on.
Yeah, she faking it.
She's
always
known. Never been in an actual rage, like to where she's like completely oblivious. Only in that very first one where she killed her son. That was the only time she seemed oblivious. But now she just
what about the Giant Village one? She just like went to sleep afterwards.
Yeah, she's coherent as fuck now.
And how about the Gravy card? Like, where did Nami get that from?
Well, she still got.
Even though the bitch took it out of her tits, she just cut it up before that. Apparently.
Yeah, I see that it was explained, but at the same time, it was kind of like an ass pull because it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, she took it out of her ass, so that's why it's an ass pull.
Yeah, she ripped it in half. She stuck one half up her ass and the other one in her tits. Come on.
Yeah.
Yo, no, that shit was retarded. I'm sorry. I'm retarded.
And I'm also mad at the Straw Hats for cop blocking on King Bomb. We all seen King Bomb about sliding her DM. He was about to give it a quote unquote wood. Yeah, you know it. They had to mess that up for my guy. He been having a rough day.
I'm not gonna lie, that part was funny as fuck with the little love hearts on the bottom of the panel before we see King Bomb. And then you see Nami's like crying over it, and then King Bomb's like, fuck this bitch, she's back.
Yeah.
So what would you guys rate the chapter?
-50.
I literally gave that a 4.
Yeah, 4 seemed the average.
I gave it
really
6.5 just because the cliffhanger it sets up for a bomb ass next chapter.
I've been saying 7.5 this whole time, bro, but
you know what you need to do, Steve-O.
Don't hold the peer pressure, Steve-O.
It's not even peer pressure. It's not even peer pressure. It's just that the more I talk about it, the more I think about it. It's like I'm feeling like this chapter just was not all right, man.
If you give it any other chapter less in any other time, then it's wrong. This chapter,
but look, since I'm on stream,
be worse.
Well, look, since I'm on stream, and you know I gotta hype up the Vince Smokes. Why the Big Mom Pirates is sending some no names to go mess with the Vic Smokes right now?
Oh my
bro,
about to get wrecked.
I know, bro. They were holding them off 70-4. And now they got the clubs with them.
Yo, but Durson, you know what's gonna happen. You know what's gonna happen. The fight with the Vince Smokes gonna be.
Bro, these are scrubs that are pushing back fleet generals. Come on, fam.
You need to stop being delusional, Devil Leg, all right? Just stop.
What? That
he's not being delusional. He's trolling you.
The word you've seen it, man. They sent some no names for them niggas, bro.
Got one shot. Reiju got one shot. Just
bro, what if Pudding's actually strong? She's gonna piece up the
what do you mean? Everybody out there got one shot. So what are you saying?
Because they scrub.
You heard
him. Smoke speed scrubbing. God.
Luffy is a scrub then.
Sanji's a scrub.
Sanji's a scrub. Everybody's a scrub.
Okay, did Luffy get shot by
I agree
Pudding?
with that.
Did Luffy get shot by Pudding and got captured like a bitch?
Oh, I didn't realize.
Yeah, he got captured like a bitch, but I mean, he didn't get shot by Pudding.
Yeah, exactly. By Pudding, though.
Hey, fam, I'm about to get kicked out, so I'm hollering at y'all later.
What the fuck is he? The fucking... What library were they kicking him out at? What are you doing?
When you mention the Vince Smokes, bad stuff happened. That's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah.
Suck. God, this chapter sucks.
You don't know how strong Nitro and Fuckface are.
Arabian.
Hey, Big Mom, guess what?
You can't even remember their names.
What?
You can't even remember their names.
I remember his name. I just don't want to say it. I don't like him.
Because what?
Fucking Raby.
Oh, well. I'm sorry, but come on, man. There's too many embarrassing stuff about the Vince Smokes. So it's over, definitely.
So what do you guys think next chapter is going to be like?
Who the hell cares?
It's going to be them holding off. There's going to be an action scene with them holding off Big Mom. There's going to be Jinbei and Luffy deflecting her attacks. Nami's going to be trying to get hits off on her, but it's not going to work.
It's going to be a Kainu coming out of a lava cake, man, and some other shit.
No, I'm being dead ass right now.
Jinbei and Pound are going to sacrifice themselves. Nami's going to steal Zeus.
No, I know.
I don't see Big Mom. I don't see Jinbei like holding off Big Mom.
That's why
Nami's the real star. She's just going to take control of that fucking cloud the second the chapter starts and just zoom her out to the ocean and drop her in.
That would be amazing, but I mean...
But what?
I was never going to finish that sentence. I was just saying. That would be amazing. I don't know when you guys would interrupt me.
Oh, okay. Well, I need to keep doing that double leg. My bad. I'm sorry. I've been neglecting my duties.
So we all on you said that this chapter is trash, right?
It's literally the worst. It's literally the worst piece of writing he's done.
Like I haven't heard one good review except for Steve-O's.
Yeah, and Steve-O's fanboy, right?
Steve-O just is a contrarian. He just has to be the one that's doing the opposite.
No, yeah, he even agreed that like you guys are bringing up good points and lowered his score. So
I'm fanboying right now. I just
don't. He's not fanboying. I only said that because this whole time I've been listening to you like realize how bad it is.
Yeah, it is just pretty bad. Like the more I even want to read the rest of the chapter.
Because earlier you said you seemed like you didn't. There was no problem, but now I can.
I had problems with it. I just didn't understand why y'all was like talking about dropping the series.
Because you see it now, obviously. I hope.
Bad.
It's very bad. It's the worst he's ever done. There's nothing that he's ever done that's any worse.
Listen, the best part was when Katakuri was hyping up Luffy.
Oh yeah, wonderful. I mean, against you, it's just like fuck, dude. He hyped some more people up. Why don't you fight him, you dumb bitch? God.
Yeah, that's what you're gonna do. That's the thing.
That's not what they're gonna do. Devil Lake, that's his fight. In Oda's mind, he just drew a fight between Katakuri and Luffy.
No way. Come on, Chatty.
That's his fight right there.
No, yeah. Tell him, Chatty.
Katakuri and Sanji are gonna fight, man. Katakuri.
No, I'm talking about Katakuri and Luffy.
You know, fight his taste buds with that delicious cake.
Nah, because like Clifford did the same thing at Marineford. He was all like, I'm gonna kill Luffy, and he tried to do it. Like Katakuri's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna try to sneak Luffy.
But Sanji's gonna stop him.
No. Sanji, man.
No, Luffy's gonna stop him with his 6 arms. You know that.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Right, Chetty?
Well, I mean, I don't even give a fuck. That's true, but it doesn't matter. Who cares about any of this? It could change on a fucking whim, man. Why? There's no point in even trying to think about it.
Okay, actually, here's a better question. What can? Okay, not asking Chad because I already know Chad's answer, but what could happen next chapter that can save this arc from from being terrible?
Oh, I can answer that question. Hey, Luffy can wake up, and then there's still he still hasn't fought Cracker or anything.
That would be the biggest waste of time, though.
No, that'd be great. I would love it. I would be the happiest person in the world if that happened.
What if Oda died?
No, redo
No.
What?
They just retcon the whole arc in the anime, like
Luffy just woke up and it turns out it was all a dream. They didn't even go to Whole Cake yet.
yeah.
But it was actually his observation hockey telling him not to go.
Yo, that'd actually be hype.
I won't lie, that would be quite good.
Sorry that I'm better at writing the fucking story than him. God damn it.
Oh man.
Anyone else got any theories on what that could save this arc?
Big Mom
Luffy 6 arms.
Big Mom falls into the ocean.
The only thing I could say is that we get some dope collisions, because I doubt that our little group is going to be able to handle her.
Listen,
I can't see it going any further than that.
No, I'm laughing at the absurdity
Lucky
of what
Root
you have
comes
to
in to
say
save the
to make
day.
it make sense.
Listen. Like, if you know how the Big Mom Pirates are all split up right now, kind of. It's because of that we get to see some fights. Like, we get to see Capone's crew fight, we get to see the Germa fight, and we get to see the Straw Hats fight. That would save the arc for me.
No, Weevil gonna show up. Weevil gonna show up.
Fuck Weevil.
Fuck the Germa.
I was actually waiting to. I was ready to get out of this arc, man. Yeah, if fights going to happen, I would have wanted them having a few chapters ago. Like, if they happen now, I feel like the hype would be gone for me.
Well,
unless something else happens. Unless something else happens to get me back into it.
You tell me if Judge came up and started battling with Pearl Sparrow, you'd be like, man, this is whack.
This arc can be over like in three chapters, or like Oda's doing some crazy shit. It's gonna take 10, 12 chapters still.
I mean, like, the pacing was really big in this chapter, anyways. Because we gone from them falling to Big Mom actually meeting up with them again.
The first 4 pages are just a recap. Except for the street part and the fucking upper part, everything's just a recap.
Yeah.
Yeah, pacing.
He spent like 2 pages about
this. But at the same time, he could have fit more in.
No, he likes writing panels after panel after panel talking about Kate.
It's not wrong.
And back to what Devil Leg was saying about the fights. Like, I don't want it to just be fights. Like, I want it to actually have some sort of build up, and for the collisions to make sense. Like, because if Judge just come back and say, I'm back, and he just I challenge you, Pearl Sparrow. I wouldn't like.
I'm back.
I get where Devil Leg's coming from. Like, I could accept that, honestly, but I'd rather it just make sense.
If the fight was nice, I would enjoy the fight, and I would say the fight is a good fight, but I want it to be some sort of build up though. I can't just just
I don't even care about a build up.
That
I
just come out of nowhere.
I just want to make sense.
Like, with Pedro and the Mago start fighting again. That'd be a fight build up.
I actually
is Pedro gonna steal the Pongo fetching, and then Brooks can go, oh look, I have another one, I forgot.
Time to go to the copier.
All right, well, there's nothing I can say to cheer you guys up.
Bro, what are they gonna do though? Because everything they can do,
Big Mom.
It's gonna take a day. Any solution that they possibly have, it takes a day, bro. Will they try to run?
Look.
They try to run, it takes a day. Trying to make that cake.
Drop a smoke bomb and then go get on the Sunny.
No, it might take a few days to make the cake. Didn't they say that already?
He's gonna come in like a fucking angel. He's gonna come in like a fucking angel and gas the place and save him.
Listen. Steve-O. Sanji is the best chef in the world. You can make it in 10 seconds without an oven.
Yeah, his Okama Campo dish making skills.
Yeah, but Big Mom's gonna take his legs. Like,
fuck you, Chatty.
I understand that Sanji is supposed to be the greatest or whatever.
Listen, I don't give a fuck.
Hey man, if his feet is making a cake for Big Mom, I don't know what to say. Like,
yeah,
what do you mean? That's his special power, lad. What do you mean?
By a country mile, by the entire world. Like, if Streusen is a better chef than him, so be it. Like, Sanji still
can't be. Sanji's gotta be the best, man.
Well, legitimately, it's like this. Either they're gonna get to the ocean, and they'll get into the shark thing somehow, because Jinbei and Pound are gonna sacrifice themselves. Or Nami's gonna steal Zeus, and they're gonna meet up with Brook and Chopper at the ship.
But it's really gonna be Jinbei's clone.
Oh yeah, didn't Brook and Chopper go off? Do you think there's gonna be a side story about them? Like they're gonna run into trouble?
The German clone to Jinbei when we weren't looking. Is special.
The German clone when we were looking.
They should run into some sort of trouble.
Yeah.
But everyone's like spread out everywhere, so I think they'll be all right.
It'll be weird if Chopper and Brook just have no type of resistance at all.
Yeah.
They won't.
You know who's gonna show up? Zoro, because he was lost and he came back with his boat. He thought he was on Wano.
Zoro coming back?
Yep.
Man, you're gonna go up, man.
I don't want Zoro to be involved in this.
Yeah, he's probably gonna solo Big Mom. Like,
or we're gonna get a Marineford 2.0. Shanks show up and stop the sword of Big Mom.
No, that would be an asshole. Like, he just magically shows up.
Who cares?
Maybe Caesar just guesses the island.
Your guess is as good as mine. We all should make our own ending and write it out. It'll probably be better than the one they had.
Yeah.
This actually, I have to admit, this must be the most depressing stream that we've ever done.
Oda's rolling around in cash right now.
Chatty hates Oda, man.
Yeah, he hates it. Now, I can understand Chatty, to be honest.
You guys should have heard him when he read the spoilers. He just lost all faith in One Piece.
Yeah, that's not changed. That's not changed at all. Yeah.
I mean, okay, look. I know.
There's no point in trying to like prophesize or theorize and try to figure something out. It's all bullshit. It's all going to just change later on when he feels like he wants to change it. So, what's the point?
That's a good question, by the way. Where they gonna make the cake?
Mraz, there's going to be a guy that's all of a sudden got the kitchen.
No, pudding's making
cookers and chef ovens, and it's going to be great. You know,
the kitchen
friendship, man. Yeah,
Pudding's going to be the one making the cake. Sanji's getting merged by Big Mom right now, so
man,
he's indisposed.
It ain't gonna work, man. It's got to be Sanji. You're Sanji.
No, it doesn't have to be Sanji.
You're Sanji.
No,
you're Sanji.
Oh, Sanji's gonna have a raid suit that's gonna change into a kitchen.
Yeah, it's gonna have a big old cake on it.
I mean, they're just gonna use oven, right? Use the still fruit.
Oven's not gonna be down for that.
It's easy to bake oven.
I mean, to save his life, I'm pretty sure he would be.
Yeah.
So Big Mom's gonna sit there with swirling crazy eyes with her hands in her lap, just waiting for the cake to be ready.
Yeah, that's what she's doing.
They'll just use
and she's gonna be sitting there swirling eyes, going, "This better be good." She's real out of control.
Now you're gonna be beating the Striates up.
No, she's gonna be like knitting and stuff with the crazy eyes.
It's probably gonna be off screen again. You guys probably gonna be fine 9 out of 10 chapter with that, but.
No, she's Goku flying around right now at 1,000,000 miles an hour, making a tornado with that cloud.
All right, I think it's getting to the point that we should probably wrap it up. So, like, I'm gonna ask everybody.
I bet, your character's about to go win his arc and year by baking a cake. What a favorite character you have.
He's gonna fight Karakuri. He's gonna fight Karakuri. I hope. Actually, I really do hope. But anyway,
Nikki, you're reading Two Piece. Stop it, Nikki.
Look, I have to have faith in something, man. I'm trying to say, let's everyone honestly legitimate predictions for next chapter. We've got to wait anyway. But
can we predict legitimately, Chatty?
All right, I will legitimately predict.
What?
We're gonna cut to the fire tank pirates. They're gonna be leaving, but then Pudding's gonna come and solo them.
Oh my god!
I think they're gonna instant transmission over to Luffy, and then they're gonna start making the cake.
Maybe they'll get the spirit bomb going, Chatty.
They need a spirit sword for this one.
Yeah.
They need a couple of
what if Dustin is actually right and Big Mom vs. Luffy is gonna happen?
Maybe.
So it's looking like
who cares? Obviously, they're gonna fight. It's not like he's just gonna stay there and let Big Mom beat their ass.
They don't even have Brooks.
Maybe
though,
Luke will turn into a helicopter.
I mean UFO.
Hey, foreshadow.
I don't know. Honestly, like I'm assuming that we're gonna get putting Midoriya Chiffon. They're gonna get Chiffon. They're gonna go and get Sanji. Those three are gonna have to go bake the fucking cake.
Someone was genuinely nice. Someone was genuinely nice to me for the first time ever. I want revenge.
She's fucking crazy, all right?
That's not an excuse.
It is an excuse. She's mental. All right.
Listen. If Pudding was like, "Yo, Big Mom told me to kill Sanji. I gotta do what I gotta do," I'd be like, "Okay, fine." But it was like, I felt insulted because he called my eye beautiful. Like, what?
She's got a warped sense of humor. That's all.
That's like, okay.
Yeah, I like what you said at first better, bro. Like she just messed up in the head. Just leave it at that.
I mean, she has Down syndrome, so.
Yeah, she mental.
I think Big Mom's got a Down syndrome.
Down syndrome, girl.
Nah, man. I mean, I gotta call it how I see it. Like,
yeah.
So does no one think that Nami's gonna steal Zeus away from Big Mom to get away?
I don't think she was asking enough to steal it from Big Mom when she's right there.
Nikki, I said already, you're in two-piece right now, Nikki.
Not gonna lie though, now that you said that, if she does control Zeus and puts it into the ocean, I don't know.
Listen, I actually got what's gonna happen. Zeus is gonna pull out a credit card to control Nami.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Nami is the new right hand. She should be taking out Yonkos.
Pretty much.
No, I'm just saying that if Big Mom jumps off Zeus, and then they just steal Zeus from her because Jinbei and Pound are gonna.
It's just like the Wizard of Oz. You'll be like saying I'm melting just out in the ocean, bubbling.
No, but is it a possibility actually that somebody will show up that we never would expect to show up? Like
Bonnie.
Like Zoro who got lost.
It's definitely possible, but
like
I don't know, bro.
Like Bobby's like, I will fix this.
Or Fujitora.
Well, Fujitora
come flying in on a rock.
Yeah.
Versus Cloud.
He used his dolphin senses, Chetty, and he knew they were in trouble.
He felt the pressure change in the air.
Yeah.
He knew something was wrong.
He said, "There's some children that need my help. Blind man, away."
Big Mom's pressure has changed too much. There must be something going on.
Oh man. And then we're gonna get Mihawk come in, and they're gonna have to fight it off. Oh god. Always Grim when we need Grim.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
are you guys
fucking breathing in and out so fast right now, talking.
You can put Grim in the chat, but the only is going to be.
Hey, Dan, you have any predictions?
Factors. And those factors. And the factors.
What did they call him last night? Fucking the Cookie Monster.
They call him Grim Vader.
They call him Darth Vader. They call him Cookie Monster.
Cookie Monster.
Hey, Dan, you got any predictions for the chapter?
Honestly, I don't know what's fucking happening at this point.
In Dressrosa, after Frankie Shogun fights the Baby Five in Buffalo just is never seen again. I'm pretty sure he's gonna come out and do a tornado or the wind thing and make a big tsunami and take them all out, and that's gonna happen. Buffalo's gonna save the day.
People ask.
We did see him. We did see him. He got one shot by Kairos.
No, he's back.
Yeah, Nikki asking for next week's chapter, and we're still here trying to fucking figure out what happened this week.
Yeah, I don't know.
Look, I'm trying to forget about this chapter. Okay,
Nikki, we cannot forget about it. I'm honestly, Les already told the guys when you were like away. I really think somebody else was writing this, and Oda was not writing this because it's totally different than.
Oh, and then Joe's
it might have been like Mashima or something because he finished like Fairy Tail like weeks ago. So like,
it's true.
You hear this disrespect now?
Dude,
No,
I mean, they're trying to act like Mashima's not good, so I don't know.
It's Fairy Tail level bad right now. Come on, man.
Oh,
shut up!
Fairy
You know what's going on.
And he still reads Fairy Tail. He says bad. Who really reads a bad manga?
At least Fairy Tail's honest.
At least Fairy Tail's honest. Tell him, Chatty.
I hate
At least Fairy Tail's not trying to hide their bullshit.
Yeah, like you know you're gonna get fights at least in Fairy Tale.
Yeah,
No,
they're not gonna be off
I'm being
screen.
dead serious. At least it's being honest with what it's portraying. It's not trying to fucking fake you out and give you something that you think is actually happening, and then it's just not, and it's all madness. I'm gonna hide this. He's a fucking asshole. This is bullshit.
That's exactly what happened in the Grand Magic
exactly.
Games.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Did you
No,
see
it's
the
not.
Magic Games?
Yes,
No,
it
it's
is.
not.
The Grand Magic Games was touted
reads
as
the series.
a
That's not.
fantastic
He
tournament.
reads the series, and
Was
that's not
touted
what
as a
happened.
fantastic tournament.
I agree with
It
him.
turned out to be what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for?
Amazing.
Like sucking on Fairy Tail's dick, basically, because they dominated, which is absolutely retarded. Because everything was built
the strongest guild dominating is retarded.
No. Look, they can be the strongest guild all they want to. For them to come out there and just murk everything, and then in the end, Sting just gave up. Sting just gave up, bro. He was just like, "Oh, I can't do it." He just got on his knees and said, "I quit."
Did those people that lost? Did the people that lost? Did they just
and then
like
Natsu
rise
soloed
up?
Sting
Rise
and
up
Road.
dead all of a sudden?
Natsu soloed them both.
Yeah, the next thing I'll read from
after it was
Mashima
built up for them to have a tag team battle with Godzilla and Natsu soloed him. He sent Godzilla in a minecart.
Steve,
I'll support him.
Hey, Steve-O, tell them about Urza's mom. Tell them about Urza's mom.
You don't know.
What about Urza's mom?
I'm not even talking about the final arc, bro. I'm not even talking about the final arc. It's just Grand Magic Games. It has so much potential, but and then Jalal got tickled, bro. I forgot all about that. The nigga got tickled.
Oh my god! Oh,
he got tickled out the fight.
Oh my god!
Jalal got tickled out the fight. This happened.
Wait, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that. I don't remember that.
When he fought Jura, the fight that looked like it had the makings to be one of the greatest fights in anime and manga history. The niggas was going ham, bro. And then they was like, "Oh no, we can't let the association find out, or whatever." I think they said the council. We can't let them find out that it's actually Jalal. You got to use your magic.
They couldn't let him find out, bro.
No,
He's gonna get arrested.
You don't think. Oh man!
Like, what are you saying, Steve-O?
I know, Dan, but
no, we don't know.
It's just so many. It was so many things in that arc that just rubbed me the wrong way, bro. And then Jura versus Loxus took him out like in how many attacks? Like 3?
Nah, within 3, bro. It was way more than 3.
Or I just watched it like 2 weeks ago, bro. It was only like 3 attacks. I was watching it just to try to see if I was tripping. Maybe it was something like maybe they did it better in the anime. That's what I was thinking. Like maybe the anime did it justice.
That's what I thought about Whole Cake. I thought I was tripping. I reread it. I'm like, I'm not tripping.
And then like Orga just got washed in that fight. I think Loxus one-shot him, or was it Juro who did that? I can't remember. Because it was supposed to be a 3-way. It's supposed to be a 3-way. Yeah, the Black Lightning.
A 3-way.
That was, you know what I mean? Triple threat match.
We don't know what you mean, Steve.
I'll say triple threat match. Because 3-way sounds kind of gay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was supposed to be a triple threat match, bro. Oh my god. And then there was no sort of progression for Loxus after that. I'm thinking, okay, so he beat Juro. He did it pretty easily. So now he's a 10 Wizard Saint.
I forgot. He fucking had Red Lightning, right?
I can't remember. Who? Orga?
No,
I thought he had Black Lightning. Oh, Loxus.
No, Loxus had Orga had
how much
Black.
more content you guys have to talk about?
Exactly, Chatty. That's why I say it's such a good series.
This is the shit that Oda won't give you. That
we talking about a whole arc right now, though, bro. We talking about a whole arc right now.
Are we still
exactly?
No, I'm literally okay.
Yeah, but
talk about a whole arc about One Piece. Talk about a whole arc about One Piece.
We do that all the time.
It will be nothing like that. Unless you talk about Marineford, the only time it'll be like that. If you talk about Marineford, it'll sound like that. That's it.
Yeah, well, Enos Lobby, Water 7, Alabaster, fucking Skypiea.
Alabaster, they walk around in sand. There's a dog that shoots a fucking tennis ball that blows up. And
no, we can talk about that. No, Alabaster, we can talk about the Assassin Village.
Yeah, okay, let's go back to Fairy Tail. Orga.
Oh, his body turns to knives. Oh my god. He's a genius. How did he think of that?
Orga. I think his lightning was black because all the gods had black magic. Yeah. As far as I remember, because I know Zankro had black flame.
Are we still live?
Yeah.
Then we talk about fairy tale.
Keep on going, Nikki. Nikki, keep on going. It's fine.
And then I'm gonna bring him back to life 3 times in a row.
Yeah, I don't care.
Watch the next chapter.
All I'm saying is we gained like 4 or 5 viewers since we started talking about fairy tales.
Of course.
Yeah,
see, bro, you're laughing, but it's true.
Friendship is magic.
I don't know why they're laughing.
I mean, it's the strongest magic, Chatty. So.
Yeah.
It's the one that's gonna fucking beat Big Mom's big fat ass.
Yeah.
Yo, power of friendship confirmed.
Yeah, no, they're gonna fight on taste buds, fam. But that's what you say.
Well, I'll just say this to everybody out there listening. Of course, obviously this chapter was horrible, so we have gonna detour on Fairy Tail, and we probably won't go back to the chapter. So, if you want to hear more about Fairy Tail, just keep listening.
I want to talk about the chapter. How did Peggle get free? How do you guys think? You guys think he like went into his turtle shell and then like wiggled out?
Wait, who get freed?
Peckham.
I think Pound.
Oh, dude, that was easy. That was basic for Peckham. What do you mean? Bro, Peckham probably just had his shell out, you know, like put his shell out, so he got bigger, and then the rope got a little looser, then he took his shell away, and now it's, you know, come on.
Or like in Horror, where they spin their shells so fast it cuts things.
Yeah, like, come on. Peckham's got it.
Yeah.
That's just, what, rope's gonna stop him? Like,
so you guys think that he's gonna confront the Straw Hats at all, or do you guys just think he's gonna be like, yeah, I'm on Big Mom's side now? And then pretend like I never betrayed her.
Dude, I'd like to see Peckham. Honestly, I'd love to see Peckham come on board. But, you know.
No, he's not coming on board.
No, I know he's not coming on board. I completely understand that. That's why I said I just love to see it.
If he comes on board, I drop One Piece.
Wait, why? After all the shit that happened this chapter?
Yeah.
Like that's the one thing that's like,
that's what I'm saying. I feel like it wouldn't even be that crazy.
If Pudding joins, I'll drop One Piece for a month.
If Pudding joins, man, I'll give a high
Sanji
five.
bakes a cake. I'm dropping One Piece.
Man. So a lot of people about to drop One Piece because that shit's happening.
Exactly.
All right, okay.
What is Sanji gonna bake the cake in? Like he's on King Bomb.
In the Straw Hat oven, bro. What do you mean?
Straw Hat oven. Stop. You think Big Bomb is gonna patiently wait right there for the cake, like Chatty was saying?
All I'm saying is they got Parasparrow who can make shit instantly, and then they got Oven who's an actual oven. So I mean,
it's not a candy cake; it's a chocolate chiffon cake.
No. I'm saying he can make the actual like kitchen.
Yeah.
With the whatchamacallit, the lab.
Yeah.
I hate you guys.
Oh, so Parasparrow gonna make a kitchen out of nothing now as well? Oh, what the hell?
I mean, he did that with the lab. I don't know why it's out of nothing.
Yeah, and before we know, he's gonna make another world of One Piece.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
I guarantee you, if we all decided to write a fucking ending to this arc, it would probably be better than what's gonna happen. Because he's dying of radiation. So.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, Chatty is right.
Huh?
No, I just said you're right, Chatty. The radiation confirmed.
I mean, don't you think if you were drinking milk that had a bunch of radioactive isotopes in it, a bunch of meat that had a bunch of radioactive
Chatty,
isotopes
I
in it?
agree with you.
Same with vegetables too. Don't you think you get sick?
Oh my days! All right, guys. I think we're gonna.
By the way, I think the genie's gonna do something. They're gonna make a wish, and everything's gonna be normal again.
Because remember, everybody, Charles Dickens wrote a fucking great set of books. Then he wrote Great Expectations. Halfway through it, he went insane of syphilis, and the book makes no fucking sense.
Why syphilis?
Bro.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
So I guess we're gonna end on that note.
Are we gonna end the stream, bro?
Yeah, we're gonna end the stream, guys. We're gonna end the stream.
This is a 24-hour stream. No, we're gonna keep streaming
24-hour
for 2 weeks until this next chapter comes out. Until we get a good chapter.
Stop it.
What do you mean?
Well, I think if we're gonna do that, we're gonna wait for another 2 years.
Are we gonna go back to talking about Fairy Tail? Huh?
I mean, I'm gonna keep that.
I don't want to talk about Fairy Tail.
No, dude, I'm down.
You do.
That's why I was like, why are we ending the stream?
Yeah.
Even
like
though
if we have
I
to start
hate,
another stream, that's fine. Like we'll start.
Even though I hate this chapter so much, I can't talk
New
about
stream.
Fairy Tail for more than 5
All right, guys, in the people in the comments, what would you rate the chapter out of from 1 to 100?
Why 100?
So if people don't say 7.5, they'll just say 75.
So we get a good range. You know, we get a good range.
That's the same thing, Double A.
Is it the same
That's
thing?
my point.
We're gonna get a lot of
7.5 and 75. Yeah.
I don't know, Steve.
I don't know. I don't know. I'd rather have like $75 instead of $7.50.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The 1 out of 10 is a.
Oh, Steve, don't do this.
It's the
All
same.
right now, Steve.
All right, guys. Okay, we're about to end the stream, guys. So, is anyone else want to say anything else? Or
Fairy tale for life, right there.
Yeah, fairy tale.
Sanji's not gonna bake a cake. I can guarantee it. And Jinbei's not dying.
Okay, Jinbei's dying. That's blasphemy. Blasphemy. Jinbei's
Okay, so we're gonna
keep on going the stream. Keep on going the stream because I want to talk this with you now.
Bro, do the Outer Haven disperse whatever thing already.
Oh, you ready, brother Nikki?
I am ready, brother Steve-O.
Outer Haven?
Disperse!
Okay.
Dun, dun, dun.
Luffy 6 arms.
Jinbei and Reiji
Luffy
gonna
6 arms.
die. Morales is crazy. Don't listen to him. He's old man. Bye-bye.